Hello dear students, today we continue with infinitive and ing forms, very common forms in everyday English, in spoken and written. Infinitive form is the base form of the verb, so when we talk about infinitive, we always are thinking of the base form of a verb, which means that the verb is not part of a tense. And that's why it functions differently into different structures. To talk about the infinitive in positive form, we usually have to plus the base form of a verb. So my son wants to buy a blue car. As you see, we have the verb wants, which is complemented with the infinitive to buy. It adds or completes the meaning of a sentence. If we want to make a negative infinitive, then we add not before infinitive with to. So he decided not to go to the party. Infinitive's position in a sentence usually defines also the role of it in a sentence. So infinitive in the subject position. In the example, you can see that we have to work as a teacher is very fulfilling. In this case, infinitive is a subject of a sentence. Infinitive can also express purpose. So I came here in order to learn. To learn expresses the purpose, why I came here. In the construction, to plus adjective or to plus an adverb, we have an infinitive to follow. She's too young to live on her own. She's too young, to plus the adjective young, and followed by an infinitive form. Also, adjective or adverb followed with enough also is followed with an infinitive. They are old enough to marry. So infinitive can function as a subject of a sentence. It can express purpose. It can be found in structures to plus adjective or adverb, and also adjectives or adverbs followed with enough are completed with an infinitive with to. So infinitive forms can be found after certain verbs. So infinitives can come after very common English words. In this case, we have verb agree, appear, attempt, decide, expect, fail, hope, need, offer, promise. All of these can be followed by an infinitive form. We refuse to keep on working in these conditions. So we have the verb refuse, which is complemented, so it is added the meaning. In this case, when we talk about infinitive as a complement, it means we are talking about something that is required. It's not optional. We refuse. What do we refuse? We refuse to keep on working in these conditions. They need to. What? What do they need to? They need to get out of here as soon as they can. So infinitive forms function as complements to the verb mentioned earlier. They are not optional, but they complete the meaning of a sentence. ing forms also function as complements, so they add information to certain verbs when we want to use a verb after a preposition, and as object complement. So what is each? Specifically, we continue with the explanation. So common uses of ing forms. We find an ing form as a subject of a clause. For example, walking is a healthy activity for all ages. So walking is the subject of a sentence. ing at the same time can also function as an object in a sentence. What I really enjoy is eating out in nature. So eating is the object of this sentence. ing forms can be used also to add information in the main clause. If we read, she walked out of the room smiling, so this ing is giving information to us. It is modifying the way she's walking out of the room. So she's walking out of the room smiling. Hoping that I've been clear enough and you find the video useful, I thank you for your attention.